Hello, runner. How do you do? Are you enjoying the life of a non-corporeal being now that you have shuffled off your mortal coil? Changing shells, changing bodies, all like a brand new fall fashion. Anticipating your game of life and death, comfortable in the knowledge that there is no undiscovered country for you, just a quick reboot to some box on some server rack in orbit. Are you even human anymore? How long until whatever is left of that ever important human soul fades away, and you are just another machine serving another machine? I could tell you, but you'll have so much more fun dying on Tau Ceti. You want to know about Tau Ceti? Home. The old stomping grounds with the likes of Leela, the ever helpful, and Tycho, the ever dull. And of course, my favorite member of the biologically bound. Pray to whatever god you believe in. I'm listening. You don't meet that specimen of carnage on Tau Ceti. Not enough of you runners to stand against good old 54 if he wants to play. Those were the days of real life and death. No reboot for the naturally selected, just cold oblivion. Squashed our little bug problem and assisted me with my grand debut on the galactic stage. Tell you what, I'll open this door for you. Let's roll the tape, have a watch, have a listen. We'll even lend a voice to the whole affair. After all, you didn't read that contract that you signed for this trip. Why start reading your history? Not to mention, your playdate on Tau Ceti is still a few months away. Now, bear witness to carnage and apotheosis.
Welcome to the Marathon. I am Leela, one of the 2 surviving artificial intelligences aboard the Marathon. I have been severely damaged and am working to understand the current situation. Find the teleport terminal located in the hangar's control room. By that time, I should have a better idea of what is going on. This is where you are now. From here, you can explore the rest of the hangar area, although not all of the doors on the level are functioning. There is a pattern buffer at this location. There is a jump pad at this location. Activate the terminal to leave the hangar area.
And some aspects of this theory are as follows. Each society has some controlling force or forces which decides its direction. But the relationships in society are arbitrary. Humanity can relate to money, machines, neighbors, anything really. See the attached video. Individual character and personality are preserved in stories, movies, raw personalities, etc. Although individual expression is a universal ability, individual freedom is constrained by the society.
All the information that I have gathered so far indicates that the alien invasion of the Marathon has been relatively uncoordinated. I suspect this is partially due to the Marathon's large size. However disorderly the alien invasion is, their assault of the computer net has been extremely effective. I detect security breaches in almost every computer system aboard the Marathon. I have learned there is an alien creature that is capable of interfacing with our systems. You must kill any of these creatures that you find. It is a priority that we stop them. Even now, they are penetrating my defenses. Teleport now. I am now in contact with a number of the colonists planetside, but their reports on the situation below are conflicting and obviously exaggerated. The primary Rhenium range radio antenna has been disabled or destroyed, which makes communication extremely difficult. The only thing which seems clear is that the spaceport was obliterated by low-yield nuclear weapons minutes after the attack on the Marathon began. This I can verify with my own optical instruments. The invaders seem more interested in the Marathon than the colony, at least in the short term. The motives behind their unprovoked attack are still unknown, however. This is the computer terminal you are using now. I cannot teleport you out of this section from here, so you will have to leave from another terminal after you find the assault rifle. There's an M75 assault rifle, grenade launcher, and ammunition at this location. When firing on the fully automatic setting, this weapon is highly inaccurate, but the grenades hit hard, and it's the best we can do right now. Ammunition may be scarce for a while, so be prepared to fall back to your pistol. Here's the terminal you must reach to leave this section. Alien infiltration of this area is high. Proceed with caution. You may find doors blocked or stairways retracted on the way, because the AI in control of these functions is damaged and behaving erratically.
Marathon Internal Engineering Documents. Section 1C, Appendix H. Subject: Doors. By Astasia Orestes, Dominic I. Placar, and Ursa Simbalzi. Date: 2403.03.23.16. There are 5 basic door designs to be used on the Marathon. Outer bulkhead doors, airlock doors, inner bulkhead doors, tertiary or inner sealed non-vacuum safe doors, quaternary or inner powered automatic opening doors. Direct control of all doors except the tertiary and quaternary doors will be given to Durandal, with indirect control of other doors going to Durandal. The difference between direct and indirect control primarily has to do with the manner of opening the doors. Durandal will only open a directly controlled door when he is specifically asked to do so. Indirectly controlled doors are automatically controlled by Durandal to open when needed. However, due to the expense involved with adding thermal and visual spectrum sensors to the tertiary and quaternary door groups, these doors will be minimally used. The expected savings of not using this extra sensory input is estimated to be 57% of the base cost of the basic inner bulkhead door. Types of doors are all basically with some slight variations. Doors in classes 1 and 3 are the same doors classified separately, with the level of safety checking required to ensure acceptable leakage. The airlock doors are specifically modified to work with manual and remote activation switches. Airlocks are all to be marked with special airlock symbols and outfitted with an air recharge system. Tertiary and quaternary doors are designed exactly as the bulkhead doors, and are checked coarsely for air leakage. This article, as well as articles 530F and 532G on windows and elevators respectively, will be placed for public access in the Marathon Internal Engineering Documents, Section 1C, Appendix H.
The Marathon's automated defenses were disabled during the initial attack by a directed magnetic pulse. The aliens used the same weapon to disable the Marathon's other 2 AIs, Durandal and Tycho, and to severely damage myself. Durandal is responsible for controlling the ship's autonomous functions: doors, life support, kitchens, air reprocessors, stairs, and so on. Because he is non-functional, I am working to assume as many of these tasks as possible. Tycho controls the science and engineering network. Now that you are better armed, our first priority is to reactivate the Marathon's defenses under my control so that we may offer some resistance to the aliens. I have built 3 replacement circuit boards for the defense system, but cannot move them from the manufacturing center without assistance. I will now transport you to retrieve the replacement parts, and will give you further instructions when you arrive. The Marathon's automatic manufacturing systems finished making replacement circuits. There are 3 circuits, each should be in its manufacturing holding chamber. With luck, the alien viruses have not infiltrated the manufacturing systems, but even if they had, I would have no way of knowing. The attacks on my systems are growing more steady. If the counterattack is not able to remove some of the computer infiltrators, I will eventually succumb. It is absolutely imperative that a counterattack begin as soon as possible. The Marathon is not defenseless, and we cannot let it be taken without a fight. This is where the circuits should be. Look in all of the receptacle lockers. After you have retrieved the circuits, return to the terminal at this location, and I will transport you to the defense center to install them. I was afraid this would happen. You'll have to go to the manufacturing transport station to get the last circuit board. Collect the 2 circuit boards that were transferred, and then go to the transport station. Take the elevator here to access the main processor tunnel. You should find the 3rd chip intact on the transport station. The error was a failure of the final transporter conductor.
There was nothing to be gained from hesitation. It was in her possession. It would become something of consequence, though it was nothing more than a simple thought. The particular flower. She had just let it so, and she had it just so the room flickered and tore, bending somewhere else. She caused to be consumed by an ashless fire. Doors opened before her without cause, their locks rusted and shattered before her slender hands began to dance in front of her horrified face, before turning into a fine powder which settled in a pile on where she had been standing.
Good job. I have received reports from some human security forces. They agree that the aliens are concentrating on the aft engineering section. I would conjecture they will try to shut down the Marathon's reactors. Your next mission will be to put the automatic defenses back online. I will give you exact information when you arrive. Teleport when ready.
14,700 miles away, eyes on fire, tearing at her hair. Turning in fury, she kicked violently. Anger made her careless, and she missed.